It is true when someone said that a boat is a hole in the water into which you pour your money. When you become a full-time liveaboard, you learn new ways to adapt to this nomadic yet cool lifestyle. And you also learn very quickly how things work, how they break, and how DIY becomes your best friend. Welcome back to Sailing Voyager. So as you'd guess, the weather is not what it said it would be on any of the channels that we use. What was it, Boo?
So it was meant to be like 15 to 20, gusting to the mid-20s from behind, and it's 3 on the nose. It might flip. It's gone from there to like there, so it looks like it's turning, but it's not the weather that every weather model forecast we're going to get, including the one that everybody said was like super accurate for this area, which is the Arone weather model. Sailing in the Med. It's only 12 hours, so it's probably like, I don't know, 80 euros in diesel. So we're getting 3 from there. We should have 20 from here.
Why not?
Looking forward to it. I think when we go and hopefully we'll see if we can get in a marina and get water and it's not going to be a fortune on the beach. I think I will walk every night.
Yeah.
It's been like 2 months since I've actually walked the boat.
Cool.
To show you how Hibber walks around the boat. Come on, sweetheart. It's like a frog. My IKEA washing board furling drum is holding up pretty well. What a winner. €3, problem solved. I think we might get a bit of rain tonight as well. I didn't put the plastic covers on the front because I thought the wind was coming from behind, so I was like, if it's going to rain, it's probably going to rain into the boat from the transom rather than the front of the boat, so I was wrong on that as well. Cool, so this is turned out not so bad so far. I think we're what are we? A few hours in, the wind shifted. It's now coming, I think, about 150 degrees on the starboard. So we've got about 15 knots from behind. We're doing 5.7, which is alright. It picks up to about 16 knots before, and then we were doing like 7.5. This has not been an easy sail. It's been a sail, which is a positive thing. So we were meant to have like 20 from behind the whole way. Turned out we had like 1 in front. Then we had about 20 behind. Then we had about 30 behind. Then we had like 30 on the beam. Then we had about 20 on the beam. Then we had about 25 behind. And now we've got like 8 behind, which won't push us anywhere.
I am actively seasick, so I am actively lying down.
Is the 20 knots from behind. It's 1.4 on the nose. I think this is probably the cleanest the cockpit has ever looked whilst we've been sailing.
The next morning we arrived in Sol de Mallorca, and the bay is called Portales Vels. It's such a beautiful place. The 2024 Odyssey Sailing Festival will take place from the 14th to the 21st of September, a fleet captained by sailing legend. We will spend a week in the beautiful Greek waters, exploring iconic islands and stunning landscapes, all while learning how to sail with captains who have held and broken world records. You can find all the information you need on theoceancruisers.com/Odyssey. They did not lie when they said there's always something to fix on a boat. So we are currently fixing the generator. Can you tell me what you've done?
I'm currently fixing the generator. Ibber is on the computer working.
She's
working all the time.
Yeah.
So there's a sensor which checks how much raw water is moving through the generator, and the guy who attempted to basically fix this when we were in Greece just didn't fix it, and it blew up within like an hour. So I sealed it around with epoxy in an attempt to fix it, and that didn't work. Well, it did work for like a few hours, and now
it's leaking. That's fun. That's gone worse all of a sudden, boo.
Yeah, it just popped off.
Whoa.
So yeah, that's the leak.
Hot, eh?
Hmm?
That's very hot.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, the epoxy is actually fine, it'll hold it and it'll water seal it, but I'm going to wrap some fiberglass around it to strengthen it, so that'll basically seal that stuff together. I could buy a new one, but getting parts when you're on the move is just like so difficult, because no shops have this stuff in stock. So yeah, just like fix it however you can. So I think fiberglass will fix that.
You think?
I think it will.
Are you sure, or do you think?
No, I'm quite sure. Yeah. That'll be the problem. Some fiberglass around this area, and that should hold it tight, so it doesn't do that.
What did you do?
I sealed the hole. The thread was like, I think it was like a 1.5mm thread, but it was like a 17mm bolt. So it was like a machined type of thread. So I've stuck masking tape on the inside, and I've just filled it with 2-part. So I've got this little like fast setting 2-part, which it's not super strong. You wouldn't really glass with it for any structural stuff, but it's like a really good glue. So I just stuck some of that in there, and that should not leak.
Shall we try this?
Let's give it a shot.
Tell me.
Just fix the generator. Over to Hibber. Yeah, fix it. It's fine. It's not leaking now. It's all good. I just need to get some primary fuel filters, because it's having a bit of a trouble starting. I think there's probably a blockage because the filters haven't been changed in ages. And when we changed 2 for the engine, they've been clogged up. So there's a bit of diesel bug down there. So yeah, it's working now. We're getting 5.6 times 6, so that's 5.5 times 6. We've got 6 batteries. This is just 1 battery, and then when we get the Renergy inverter back, we'll have, I think that's 100 amps. The Renergy inverter charges the batteries, because it's a shore power charger on an inverter, that charges at 100 amps. So we can then turn the generator on and get 100 amps an hour straight into the batteries, which will be wicked when we get it.
Cool.
Soon. So our good friend Bryce went to the chandlery to pick up some stuff for us. So we've got a new alternator. Now this is just a normal 60 amp alternator, but it's one that's actually good and works. So this is like the Vallejo one. So this is the one that Volvo spray paint green and charge €800 for. So this is like the good one. The one that we've got on, we got it from Greece, because the one that was on was pumping out no power. So we went and found one that fit, but it was an automotive one, and it's basically shut down after like 3 months. So this is the part. This is literally the OEM part. Next thing, I've got this used diesel separator that I need to clean. So you just put that inside. So this is a standard one. These things you can get for like €5 on Amazon, and I managed to get this, which is an original Raycore in great condition, for €40 from a used boat parts shop in Palma, which was great. So that just needs a little bit of a clean inside, and that'll be good. Yeah, it's in perfect condition. That's great. Shop Marine Point in Mallorca. This is literally the best chandlery I've ever dealt with outside of the UK. They're amazing. I called them up, I was like, oh, I need an alternator. They're like, oh yeah, we've got loads, which ones you need? Told them the engine that we've got, and they were like, oh, have you got an OEM number? Gave it to them, and then they were like, oh, let me transfer you through to like a technical specialist and they can just make sure that's alright. Everyone spoke brilliant English, and she was like, right, I just want you to check that this is the right one, so I'm going to send you a WhatsApp with all the photos and then you can compare it to the one that you've got. I was like, yeah, wicked. So she got my number, she started WhatsApping me photos through, asked for a discount because I said I'm very poor, so she gave me a €40 discount, which she was obliged to do. I was well impressed. So Marine Point in Palmer, really, really good chandlery.
What are you eating, Boo?
I actually don't know what this is, but you made it. It's like a Mexican English breakfast wrap.
Yeah.
That we put spicy sauce in, and it tastes wicked. So we're chilling on anchor. It's been a really nice couple of days. We're in, I don't know where we are, the Bay of Palma. It's the southernmost anchorage. It's beautiful. There's like all these beaches everywhere. So we've got our friend Mark over there in the 54DS, and then we've got our friend Bryce over there in the 54DS. All friends and we've all got the same boat. All got great judgment in boats. So yeah, we're having a few drinks tonight. I went over and said hello to these guys. That's an ML, I think it's an ML 55, one of the new ones. Canadian family, they seem really lovely, super polite people. There's an old Jeannot over there. That couple are from Jersey. They said they're going to come over. So yeah, some drinks. Need to get the washing put away so we don't look like gypsy tramps. But we look like this, so we're always going to look like gypsy tramps. I don't think the washing outside the boat is going to change that. There's Hibber smoking some shisha. Why do you smoke shisha, sweetheart?
Because I like it.
Because you like it. How much?
A lot.
I like it a lot. Yeah. That's good. They were just having some shisha. There's the old alternator. Well and truly buggered. I think it might have been, it was a shitty one anyway, but I don't think the old raw water pump leaking on it did much good. As it wouldn't. Nice evening. Looks like Bryce is going to go and do some SUP battling. His friend is on board. There's Pepper. We did the calculation today, didn't we? How old is Pepper in human years?
He's 64. Between 64 and 68.
Yeah.
He's an old guy.
So he'll be retiring, won't he?
He is retired.
Yeah,
he lives on a boat and he just sunbathes all day.
He's been retired for 68 years. Well, that's what your life is, really, isn't it?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
As if.
Portales Vels is one of the most beautiful anchorages we've ever been in. It also has some interesting history. On one side of the beach, you can see a cave with 3 portals. In the 15th century, sailors who were shipwrecked made a shrine inside the caves for the statue of the Virgin Mary, which they had aboard their vessel. They believed it saved their lives. In the 18th century, the caves became a place of pilgrimage. The caves are also called the Cave of the Mother of God. And the statue is now preserved in the Church of Portales Vels.
Good morning. Oh, what a beautiful day, actually. So we are currently on the way to an area, to a bay, or to an anchorage called Calablanca or Caya Blanca. Is it Bianca? Caya Bianca. and now we're heading with 2 sister ships that are Jeannot 54DS. We've got SV Sayang there with us. This is hubby.
Are we sailing?
Yeah, 6.5 knots.
That's not bad, eh?
Yeah, we're 10 knots of wind. It's alright. We'll see what happens when we get round the edge of the bay there. Imagine the wind will change, but it's like good.
This guy is being very resilient here, hitching a ride with us. You are very strong, little lad. Where are we going, babe?
We're going to Andrax? Or Andro?
Andrax,
I don't know,
something.
I've heard a few people say a few different things for this place.
Just sounds like anthrax.
It sounds a bit like Anthrax. I think it's Andrax.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So that's where we're going. We did have 14 knots of wind, now I've got 7. But it's still moving, it's alright.
So we have 2 sister ships sailing with us for the past couple of days,
Yeah.
which is really nice. 3 Juno 54 DS's in the anchorages, really nice people. We've met such lovely people on anchor. Had a few I wouldn't say parties, just like a get-togethers and get to know each other. And
Maybe the other night was a party.
was it a party?
Well, yeah, I mean, we had like people from like, what, 5 different boats?
Yeah, you just hopped on the dinghy and just went to introduce yourself and just got everybody around,
That's what I got to do, innit?
I suppose.
You've got to meet people, you can't wait for them to come to you. You have to go to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's different when you're in a boat because it's not like you have neighbors or, you know, friends on land and stuff. And yeah, we've ended up meeting some lovely people, down to earth, so lovely to talk to and spend time with. And this is one of the things that are really nice about this boat life, where you just get to meet people from
Great
all
people.
walks of life, and everybody's just so nice. Because I was telling Andrew the other day that to actually live this life and have this lifestyle, you have to be a chill person. Like, you have to just be like laid back, chill, relax. You can't be a very intense personality, which is me
You're not intense.
sometimes.
You're creative. You're an excited.
Am I?
Yeah, you're an excited person. I don't think you're intense.
So yeah. So we're sailing, which is different.
Rare.
3 seconds later.
Buttons turns into 2 knots.
Like, seriously. This is hilarious. We're doing like 1.9. Like 1.9. Are you holding on, babe?
It's just really relaxing. Shall we in? So, turn down there in a minute.
Is that where we're going?
Yeah.
Have we arrived already?
Huh?
Have we arrived already?
Well, no, we need to head over in that direction.
So we're gonna lose the wind.
No. Still got the wind there. We're doing 6 knots.
Just heading out for dinner. We are in Andrax.
Yeah, Andrax. Right, we still don't know what it's called.
We really should like put effort into learning the
Stick around
names.
there, we'll go.
Yeah, it's really pretty here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Yes, there's a marina there, and then loads of houses on this hill. It looks gorgeous, and it's a beautiful sunset with gorgeous colors. And it's always that the camera doesn't really give it It's real justice. This is Andrew with his red light.
Hello, internet.
Terminator.
Terminator with a red light.
Hi, Bella.
Moose. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi to that. Okay.
Someone's hungry.
Thank you for watching. If you like these videos and you'd like me to keep on making them, please consider becoming a Patreon. Your support really goes a long way. Even a subscription to the channel or a like and a comment on the video really helps us more than you think.